Donald Trump slams Judge Engoron's final report. He got this from a monitor, an independent monitor that Judge Engoron, you may remember him as Areola, aka the Nip, seen here sitting next to his GF, his Greenfield, on the same level on the bench. I don't know what's happening under the bench there, but the point is they have been colluding for quite some time, along with Letitia James, to punish Donald Trump for daring to do business in the state of New York and for daring to be Trump. And so what happened, of course, is we've covered the full trial here. We're waiting for Judge Engoron to issue a ruling on this thing, like any day now, Judge. But what he has waited for are these final reports. This is a report from the New York Monitor. We're going to see her. She's a retired judge. She put together this kind of a short document. We'll hit the highlights. But then Trump turned around and blasted this thing. He says, you know, everything that you put in there is either inaccurate, it's irrelevant, or it's de minimis. It's minor. It's a clerical problem that doesn't account to anything. And so all this is going to go to the judge, and then he's going to make a decision about what to do, about whether Trump's entire business should be evaporated overnight in the state of New York. Now, Elena Abba is going to also come and explain some background and her take on this, but this was a wild story from the AP, republished by ABC News. Look at this. They admit the truth. They say taking away Trump's business empire would stand alone under New York fraud law. Oh, like almost like he's singled out. Yeah, this was written by this guy, Bernard Condon, over from the AP. So shout out to Bernard for actually doing some journalism and some research. He says from New York, within days, Donald Trump could potentially have his sprawling real estate business empire ordered dissolved, okay, by the Nip, Areola. He just says, well, you're a fraudulent person. Dissolved. All of the millions and billions of dollars that Trump has created in new value for the state of New York, some psycho judge, after being prosecuted by some psycho AG, are going to dissolve it because these people know nothing other than destruction. So they say it's going to be dissolved for so-called repeated misrepresentations on financial statements to lenders. Adding Trump to a very short list of scam marketers and con artists and others. Now, the AP, to their credit, they did an analysis of nearly 70 years of civil cases in New York. And the penalty dissolving this dissolution has only been imposed a dozen previous times. And let's see what some of these other people who had their businesses ripped away from them, what that was about. Now, Trump's case stands apart in a significant way. It's the only big business found that was threatened with a shutdown without showing any obvious victims or any other major losses. Isn't that weird? Nobody's even complaining other than Tish. Banks are happy, Trump's happy, no victims, shut your business down. Now, lawyers for Tish in the Trump's month-long civil trial have ordered that the principles of fair play in business alone are enough to justify the harsh penalty. In other words, Trump got some good deals on loans. But some legal experts worry that if the judge goes out of his way to punish Trump, it could make it easier for courts to wipe out other companies in the future. Columbia, this guy said, this is basically the death penalty for a business. Is he getting his just desserts because of the fraud, so-called, or because people don't like him? So AP went back, they reviewed 150 reported cases for this repeated fraud statute that was passed back in 1956, and nearly every previous time that a company was taking away, victims and losses were key factors, except with Trump. Customers previously had lost money, they've bought defective products, they never received services that they ordered, they were actually cheated, they were actually angry. Businesses were also taken over almost always as a last resort. At the end of the line, they were trying to stop a fraud in progress, like the business was still committing the fraud, and it's to protect potential victims. We have no victims in this case, not one. They included a phony psychologist, okay, so this is when they took this dude's business away. A fake psychologist sold dubious treatments, okay. A fake lawyer sold false claims he could get students into law school, and businessmen who marketed financial advice but instead swindled people out of their home deeds, right? Actual fraud. Now, in Trump's case, his company stopped sending exaggerated financial statements about the net worth years ago, but a court-appointed monitor noted that was only after he was sued. Now, although the bank
these videos, we can see that looking at President Donald Trump, they were trying to say that all what he's saying is fraud. His business alone is fraudulent, and they are trying to sue him. They promise to all they do promise is to bring down his company in New York. People were coming out with different ideas. People were coming out that the business is fraud, and they're trying to bring down his business. So this is all about this article that is talking about President Donald Trump. They're going to ban all his business that he has in New York. So practically, what do you think? Do you think that all the business that he has, are they going to bring it down, or this is just fraud? This is just people who are just talking because they want to talk for talking's sake. Looking at the article that he's read, it's a lot of stuff about President Donald Trump not paying taxes. Some business have been brought down, but yet President Donald Trump is still not is still going on over and over. President Donald Trump does not really have that anointing for business. He doesn't respect the business order. So actually, because he does not respect the business order, so they are going to bring down his business. And Judge Angry, which is a judge, they are waiting for him with Letitia James to bring down the final information about those businesses. So Letitia James is there still working behind the scene with the judge. So they are waiting for the final request. So this article was trying to say that President Donald Trump business, is it that it is fraudulent, or it is that people hate him so much because of his political party, because he's a Republican, because of what he has been portraying as the Republican, because of what people say that his character trait, because he's head of the MAGA, because his follower will threaten you if you don't support him, because he doesn't have compassion for the people. Or actually, this article is asking those questions. Basically, what do you think? Do you think that President Donald Trump is guilty for what he's doing, or do you think that because of whatever he's doing, he deserves what is happening to him? Let me see your own opinion on the comment section about President Donald Trump business. Do you think Letitia James and Judge Angry will succeed in finding fault in President Donald Trump business? Or do you think President Donald Trump business, he work hard for it? Because they are saying that if Judge Angry struggle to bring down his business, this is going to be discouraged to other businesses. It's going to give advantage to other judges to bring down other businesses which don't even deserve to come down. Or do you think that President Donald Trump business will be bring down in order not to affect other innocent businesses? Let me see your own opinion on the comment section. Most people were very happy that President Donald Trump was being fined 83.83 million for the case he had with the case he had, and people were very happy about that particular case, that he was being able to pay the amount, and they were waiting for the case he has with Letitia James, thinking the same thing is going to happen. Let me just see your own opinion, if this is a hatred, or if this is a conspiracy, or if this is true. Thank you very much for watching. If you have not subscribed, please help and subscribe and share the video. God bless you.